Deadpool and Loki apply for a job at the TVA. If you had the ability to manipulate and travel through time, what would you do?
Keep the timeline stable, sit in solitude looking cool at the end of time, and watch my loved ones become happy?
Damn, I need to get myself a Dora Ammon. Anyway, what year was Adolf Hitler born?
You're hired! Hello, Marvel fans. The Marvel Universe's most mentally unstable, dirty, and loud assassin is about to return with his buddy Wolverine. And there's nothing more fun than guessing all the things that will surely not happen in the movie. Because Marvel has been kind of boring lately, but who knows, with a character as crazy as this one, the storyline has to be just as bad. So, aside from being super cool, super strong, super fast, super reflexive, super cancerous, etc., could Deadpool have something else up his sleeve, like manipulating time, perhaps? Welcome to Theory Hub, and today we have, what if Deadpool is the true mastermind behind the TVA? Have there been any Marvel movies in the past few years? I mean, a real movie? This bunch, though.
Ew, dude! What the fuck?
The good news is we still have the right to hope, because Wade Wilson's going to become Marvel Jesus and save this whole mess. Deadpool is a very attractive character, and a goldmine for directors and screenwriters, since they can do whatever they want with it. Like, any kind of crazy is acceptable. What would Deadpool be without his madness? After the 2 Deadpool movies from Fox, and the newly released trailer, I suddenly had an idea. How powerful could Deadpool's abilities really be? Beyond having super strength, super reflexes, melee skills, super healing, which we are already familiar with, what exactly makes him turn into Deathstroke, but more talkative?
I'm basically better than you at everything.
Deadpool could be more than that, crazier than that. He even dated the entity of death and was a love rival of Thanos, right? So is there any joke crazier than that?
I'm touching myself tonight.
Yes, like the idea that this assassin could kick Loki's butt and become the boss of the TVA, maybe even have his own TVA squad. You might be exclaiming, what the heck is this guy talking about? But it all has its basis, so listen up. The premise of everything is that at the end of Deadpool 2, Yukio and Negasonic fix a time travel device for Deadpool. I thought it was a joke, but no. Seeing characters like Vanessa or members of X-Force still alive in the new trailer means Deadpool has significantly interfered with the timeline, making it a canonical event. However, the problem is this device isn't just for time travel, but also for traveling across multiverses. Not just parallel dimensions, but also higher dimensional spaces. Take, for example, Deadpool killing Ryan Reynolds, a person from our real world, as he was about to take on the role of Green Lantern, thus creating a disaster that would significantly impact his career. So, how powerful could this device be? I assure you, the mini device created by the X-Men is much more powerful than the Avengers' time machine based on Pym particles in Endgame. Why so? The Avengers device simply jumps to other timelines at different points in time to borrow items from those timelines. And Banner and Rodney have confirmed they are still bound by the grandfather paradox.
So Back to the Future is a bunch of bullshit?
Meaning, the Avengers never truly had the ability to change the past. Deadpool, on the other hand, truly intervenes in the past to alter reality and resurrect his friends and lovers, or to kill Adolf Hitler and change the course of World War II.
Maximum effort.
Relating back to the Loki TV series, when He Who Remains died, he sent someone back to the past to deliver a time machine design to Victor Timely, gradually planting the seed for another He Who Remains. This proves that an ordinary person can also take control of the timeline, and Deadpool is no exception. To compare, Deadpool's time travel is on par with Loki's time sleeping state, allowing him to easily set up events to his advantage, even going back to the initial moment to establish a completely new TVA. Looking at the TVA in the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, this TVA looks very different from what we saw at the end of Loki Season 2. Especially when we look at the map of time branches on the screen, it doesn't resemble the Tree of Life woven by Loki when he became the god of time. We must also mention Paradox. This character is full of suspicious points worth noting. Unlike Loki, who was captured, interrogated, and treated differently, Deadpool is praised by Paradox, called special, a hero, someone who can save the world.
This is your chance to be a hero among heroes.
Which to Wade could be summarized as Marvel Jesus, a god of the Marvel Universe. Currently, who is closest to the word God in the MCU? Only Loki, who plays a pivotal role for all time branches. This might be a joke, but we're talking about Marvel, where every line has its implication. Wade's statement could very well be a prophecy that he will truly become a godlike figure akin to Loki.
Time to make the chimichanga.
Paradox's attitude seems to suggest that maybe he already knows Wade will become a tremendous force. Looking at the uniforms of the Minutemen, their uniforms have been significantly changed, more streamlined and versatile. There are two possibilities. One is they changed uniforms after the events of Loki. Two is this is not the TVA we know. He Who Remains never denied that more than one TVA could exist simultaneously. So we might also consider the scenario where two TVA teams face off in this movie.
Round 1. Fight!
To further assert this, we can see Victor Timely appearing in the TVA's space, a person who shouldn't exist there. If you don't remember, after the Loki event, the TVA went back to the past and confiscated Timely's young self's time machine blueprint, meaning a Victor Timely knowledgeable about time standing in a new TVA is illogical. Proving this is a different TVA that Wade Wilson has meddled with. Recall Season 1 of Marvel's What If series, Ultron. Upon reaching supreme power, gained spatial awareness, and knew about the Watcher observing him.
I see you.
And you know what? Deadpool can do it too, even before and stronger than Ultron. Deadpool has an ability that has yet to be explained, to the point people hardly notice it. That is breaking the fourth wall and knowing that movie audiences are always watching him.
You know I can hear you.
Wasn't talking to you. I was talking to them.
Compared to Ultron, could this talkative assassin possess some mysterious power we don't know about? Next is my detailed theory on Deadpool, the Lord of Time. After going back to the past to resurrect his dead friends, Deadpool realizes this device can do more than he thought. He goes back in time to kill Hitler, visits the Fox universe to kill his past self, goes to the real world to prevent Ryan Reynolds from joining Green Lantern. During his time in the real world, Deadpool realizes the biggest current superhero universe, the MCU, doesn't include him.
They're having a party without me.
So he thinks of ways to write himself into that famous timeline. Deadpool continues to go back further in time, meets Victor Timely and other characters, discovers the TVA, and understands how the timeline works. Deadpool establishes a new TVA, allowing this organization to operate and covertly manipulate them to capture him from the Fox universe and throw him into the main Marvel universe with a secret mission of some sort. This plot has become quite familiar in time travel movie scripts, where the ultimate person behind all events in the film turns out to be the main character. A different theory, based on Deadpool Kill Deadpools, suggests this new TVA established by a different timeline. Deadpool may have a nefarious purpose. Deadpool, the main character, later realizes and turns back to attack this TVA, to finally confront that the one behind everything is another Wade Wilson from a different timeline, who traveled back and altered too much. The theory that Deadpool could be his own ultimate enemy has a lot of potentials, and it could even make him powerful enough to declare war on the entire MCU, a level of craziness that Deadpool should have, right? Like in the comics, he's done something similar before, so it's not entirely out of the question. Everything we've discussed is just for fun. Might seem a bit absurd, but still worth considering, isn't it? This time, Deadpool is also bringing along his grumpy buddy Wolverine. So, I believe this will be a highly anticipated film that will revive the MCU. After all, there's never been a boring Deadpool movie. Like and subscribe to the channel for more wild theories about movies. And this is Lander, wishing you all a happy day.